Hey, good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. I got my coffee. I just finished 2 cups and I'm on my third because I've been up since 5:30. Why, you might ask? Well, most of you know I've been doing the Triathlon Challenge, attempting to get all 3 of the black tanks through the marathon, and it has been a long one. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. First, we'll talk about the missions and some of the things that are for sale out there. Then we'll go over how my marathon challenge is going. And let's get to it. Because I have been up since 5:30, we're going to knock this one out quick. I wanted you guys to have a tactics talk, coffee talk for today. So grab your coffee, and I should be bouncing off the walls momentarily. Hey, let's get our shill on and talk about things you can spend money on with wargaming. Just so you know, the Patriot, the Scorpion, and the Plain Patriot and the Patton are all in the shop for 7 days. Those are all actually pretty good premium tanks. If you are so inclined to send money towards Wargaming's way, there they are. The Panzer III-K, the Tyrann are still there, and then the Shadow Tank bundle. You can also buy all 3 of these. The triple threat for 120 bones. If you got 120 bones burning a hole in your pocket, then go for it. I can't really say anything bad about those 3 tanks that are in this one right here in this bundle. So seriously, they're decent tanks if you want to buy them. Let's go over to the missions. You can see that I've got that called up. I'm going to jump over to events first. You can see that the Patton on Track is ongoing in amongst everything else, and the madness of the triple threat, the triathlon and marathon, which has soaked up a considerable amount of my life. We'll go over the numbers in just a minute. But you can see I've done 12 of 15, and I've done that on all 3 of those. We come down here and we have the Patton on Track, as if there wasn't enough stuff going on. The Tank Rewards is ongoing for November, so it's Thanksgiving. There's some pretty cool things about that. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but you can see that I've got 25 of 50 Iron Seals. Iron Seals. 5 of 5 and giving wins. This is the daily top 10 one. Giving damage, and then 5 of 5 out of enemy vehicles destroyed. So these are pretty easy. Just click on them to find out. Every 5 vehicles you destroy, you get one of those tripped. That gives you an Iron Seal to go over to the Tank Rewards counter. Hey, guess what? 1 of 3, 2 of 3. They have put them in numerical order. Fantastic, Wargaming. That means 3 of 3 will probably be over here on events. So, Tank Masteries, there's 2 of those bad boys going, and some other missions. This down here, we salute you as a Veterans Day special that is giving some large kits, and that's actually cool. So thanks, Wargaming. Lots of stuff going on, which now brings me to bring this back up. Whoa, the Tank Rewards. What have I done? What have I done? I don't know what happened, but I fixed it. All right, so Tank Rewards is ongoing, as I said. If you did the Tank Hollow, which is back over here, if you're on your tankrewards.com site, then you will note that you have till the 13th, November 13th. So if you have points out there still, that would be houses over here. You need to click your houses and get your prizes. Please check that. tankrewards.com. Lots of people miss out on the rewards. So if we go over to Thanksgiving, which is pretty cool, you'll see that we've got 14 days left on that, 18 days until selection begins. And I haven't looked at this yet, so I wanted to let you guys know as we look at it that each level up to 45 points will get you these things. So these are hard-coded. You're going to get these items right here. It looks like a barracks or a tank slot, garage slot, and then you've got the boxes, which have quite a few different little goodies. You'll notice what we get if you do well, or get lucky, has nothing to do with doing well, is the Panzer II Aufs J, which I'm sure I said wrong, so someone correct me. And then you have a chance over here at an E25, or the smaller premium, which is the T28E with F30. So these are some consumables and credit bonuses, which are awesome. personal reserves, and then we get to here. Holy cow, you get to 40 points, which is actually pretty easy. It looks like you're getting 2 premium tanks, the Matilda, Black Prince, and the T14, T17, T14. So make sure you're doing that, man. Get your 40 points. That's pretty easy. And then the black kit, which has potentially an E25 in it. And then the same thing down here, a shot at the E25 and a shot at the Panzer II Alfs J. I think I just said it has the E25 in it. Do not misunderstand me. You have a chance to get the E25. Not a great one, but hey, it's out there. Cancerous little tank, but lots of fun. What's really cool is you're going to be able to then earn these, which you can gift to people. And I don't know what's going on with the graphics here. I tried to reload this a couple times and I changed the aspect and I thought it was maybe my zoom level, but I think their website's just borked up right here. Looks like though you're going to be able to give away some kits, some garage slots, some consumables, and maybe even if you get high enough, kick out some personal reserves and send them out. So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to send that to my subscribers. I don't know if we're going to have a contest or something. Actually, if anyone's got any cool ideas, we'll do that. And then I will gift all those things to several of you's peoples. I think the garage slots are the best, man, because a lot of times if you're playing for free, if you're a freemium kind of guy, that you're really low on garage slots quite a bit. And even if you're just starting and trying to build up your garage, a lot of times you're low on garage slots. And you know, it's a 25-cent, 50-cent thing, but cool. Here's the missions if you're interested in how those work. So that is the missions and the shilling for wargaming. Give them your money. No. Give me your money. No. Keep your money. But hey, if you want a premium tank, have at it. Let's talk marathon, the triple threat, the triathlon challenge that I have taken on. So here's some numbers for you guys, in case you want to know how big of a loser I am lately. 178 and 142. 178 wins, 142 losses. So that's a bit over 300 games played in 12 days. So I've done 12 days of this. 39.5 hours. That's quite a bit. That's 40 hours over 12 days. So if you think a 5-day work week, it's about a part-time job, maybe slightly less. Imagine what I could have got done had I applied those 40 hours to something useful. First world problems, my friends. First world problems. Now, this is a bit of a science project for me because I'm looking into the IT world, into the social media world, streaming, gaming, how it all works together, how it all comes together. And obviously there are people who are really good at that because they'll stream for a living and they're doing this 10, 12 hours a day. This is not what I'm looking to do. What I'm looking to do is sort of understand it and maybe dig into it a little bit. I would like to add to my Twitch followership. I would like to add to my YouTube followership. That's all standard action right there. And you never know where it will go, but this whole doing the marathon and really diving into it has allowed me to get a little insight into how these things work. So like I said, 39.5 hours, 179 wins, 142 losses onto day 12 for this tank marathon. You can see there's the stats right there. Brought that up for you on Watt Labs and tracking how I was doing on that. You can also track it on the official forum where I've got the thread called Guido's Tank Triathlon Challenge. By the way, triathlon does not have an A between the H and the L, which I thought it did. So I believe I spelled it right. But in any event, you can see the spoilers there. That's each day listed. For the most part, I've put down exactly what my win or loss record was, but a couple days I was pretty triggered and happy to be done. So I just clicked out of the client, and of course all my records went away. So a couple days I'm missing some of that as well as the hours, but roughly 39.5 up to probably 40 hours. And I might even be low-balling that a bit so I don't look like such a loser. But it's not very much more than 40. Oh man, so on to the future. What are we going to do? We're on day 12. This is a chart that somebody made for this deal, and it is on the official forum. So we've gone through day 12. Was a little rougher than I thought it would be. The green means it should be easy, red hard, the whatever that color is, questionable. Tomorrow's tricky. Tomorrow is win 15, so that's 30 total wins tomorrow, and I work a little bit later than usual. I may have some time in the middle of the day. We'll see what happens with that one. Talk about that in a minute because I may end up just doing one of those win 15s and then do the 37,000 for the mutts. Day 14 is damage 50. The good news there is that's Tuesday. I have Wednesday off, so I can stay up as late as I need to do that, and then I've got Wednesday off, so I can be a complete loser the entire day Wednesday. I should be covered in Cheeto dust and probably need a defibrillator because I've drank so much coffee by the time this one's over. But if I'm able to somehow knock out all three of these, I'm done on day 15. Now, I don't suspect that's going to happen, so I have a couple options. The first one I'm thinking about is maybe not doing the 3,700 for the mutts, which means I would do the 2 win 15s, and that's still probably going to be a late night. Obviously, the first option is to do them all. That's the second option, is to drop this out and do these two, and then knock out everything. And by the time I get to the 15th, I'll be done with the 34B, the IS6B, and on the 16th, I'll only need to knock out 46,000 and be done with the mutts, and I'd be done by the 16th. One of my problems is around the 18th, 19th, and 20th, and that's not for sure right now. I'm going to go see a concert up in Tallahassee. So I'm going to lose a day or two in there, maybe up to 3, depending on what the trip entails. So I really need to be done by here. So that's kind of a hard stop. I don't know the details yet, so that hurts a little bit. The 18th is pretty easy. 3 battles in the top XP. And however many of these I can finish by day 15, I only have to do 1 mission or 1 tanks missions. So that plays into the calculus just a little bit right there. So if I leave the Schwarzpanzer and I do the 215s, I do the 50s, I do the 18s, then I only have the Schwarzpanzer there. The other option is to do the Schwarzpanzer on the 13th and only one of the 234 in IS6, and then go through all these, which means by the 15th I will be done with everything but either one of the 238s or one of the IS6s. That's a little bit trickier because this 25% damage is for the whole team. So you've done 25% damage for the whole team, of the whole team's damage. I'm probably not describing that very well, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. You could play 100 battles and not do that. So that one, I think, I can't count on that. What I can count on is knocking out 45,000 damage, which is why I'm thinking about getting these 15s done and ignoring the 37. If I had to grind out 25 wins one night, i.e. I left either one of the IS6 or the T-34s out there, I could do that on the 17th. That would be a bit long. That'd be kind of like what I did on the 11th, but it's definitely doable. It's not a stay up till 4 a.m. kind of thing. If all goes pear-shaped, I'd have the fallback of the 3 by XP. So I'm in pretty good shape. I've just got to decide exactly how I want to do that. And to be honest, I'm not 100% certain. So you'll know as soon as I do. All right, so this has been an interesting ride, and I've learned a couple things along the way. So we're going to get deep. Life lessons. No, they're not really life lessons, but to me, they're kind of interesting. Number one, the chat in Twitch has been outstanding. So to my Twitch followers, and if you're a YouTube guy and haven't been to my Twitch, you can find the recordings for all of these I've recorded. And they only stay for about 3 weeks, I want to say, but I've recorded this whole grind. So if you wanted to live vicariously through 39 hours of grind, you could go to Twitch and watch it, but I know you probably don't. But anyway, the chat on Twitch has been outstanding, so I do appreciate that. You know, if you get really big, you're going to have all kinds on chat. You're going to have a lot of trolls, and people actually have admins take care of it, multiple people helping them out. I don't need that because we're small time, but everyone who's been in there has been awesome. Good advice, good comments, people talking to each other, so thanks. I really do appreciate that. I got sent some beers by somebody because I was getting triggered, so thank you, man, for that. I do appreciate that. I will actually go buy some craft beer, and when I'm done with this grind, then I'm thinking about doing some tanking and beering. Tanking and beering? I don't know. Talking about craft beer while we do it. I'm not acting like I'm a huge expert on it. I like it more than I know about it, but I'll tell you what the stuff that I like, so we'll go over that. So that's been cool. The chat, I do appreciate the support of the channel in there as well. So keep it up, guys. You can see right here, one thing I managed to do was 3-mark my Firefly while I was doing this. So I was leaning on the Firefly pretty heavily for wins. It's a nice little tier 6 tank. Tier 6 is pretty bad overall with the new matchmaker, but this is a fantastic tank, and it does perform pretty well against tier 8s, especially with the a liberal amount of gold, which I have been flinging around. So I just wanted to say thanks to you guys for subscribing, coming and watching me on Twitch, helping me out with the YouTube channel. The same comments about comments in Twitch apply to YouTube. I think somebody actually sent me a note the other day and said they were very pleased with all the information they could get even out of the comments on my videos. So please, if you see something that you want to comment on, or you got another way to do it, or you can expand a little bit on things that I say in the video that's going to help people play better, feel free to comment away and have at it. And that is pretty much it, guys, for Coffee Talk for this week. Kept it pretty quick, although I've been rambling a little bit right here. I will get this thing packaged up and send it out, and next week we'll return to our regularly scheduled long Coffee Talks, where I will start digging into the game a little bit more and not worrying about this marathon thing when it's over. If there is something you would like to see on that, as far as doing a Coffee Talk, specific areas, maybe dig into the UI or talk about how to do things like sell equipment or whatever the case may be, let me know and I'll do the research. We'll knock it out. I'm always looking for good ideas. There's a billion things I can do, so I'm not stumped for ideas, but if there's something you guys want to see, I'm more than happy to do it. All right, that is it for me. I am out, done with World of Tanks for today. Hallelujah, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. See ya.